people, welcome back to my channel. Good morning. It is well, it's actually 8:15, but it's that time of the month and I could literally sleep all day long and still feel tired. That tends to happen. So I just wanted to tell you all that I am physically here, but not mentally. I'm just really glad, I'm not in public school anymore, because, in public school, we had class, these days before Christmas, and, I was never mentally there. As it should be, because nobody is actually mentally present when a vacation is coming up, or when a holiday is coming up. But, in public school, I used to get in trouble for not mentally being present. Anyway, I'm going to see you guys afterwards.
Friends, it's been a long day, okay? It's been a really long day. So, I am in the middle of organizing my papers, class papers, school, all the stuff that happened the last month that I've been pushing off because I've been in school. I'm going through all that stuff right now. My mother's gonna call me any minute, so when I leave, that's why. Anyway, I was really good today. I actually went through my email, and this is something, I don't know if anyone else does this, but I get very overwhelmed when it comes to emails. So what I do, I don't know if this is a good strategy, but I came up with 3 different email accounts. So one, I didn't give anybody. I just used Google Drive on that account. And then the other one, I gave to all the places, Bath and Body Works, Amazon, CVS. And then the other email account I gave to really important people like school and my employer and all that stuff. And somehow all 3 of these email addresses became bombarded with junk. I strategically placed it in this way, and they still became overwhelming. So now what I do is, if I send an email to my father, for example, I'll send it, and then tomorrow at 4 o'clock, I'll put his email address in the search bar. And that's what I do. I don't know, I'm just trying to avoid scrolling. Aren't we all trying to avoid scrolling? That's the deadly part about social media, is the scrolling. It's not actually the content. It's the, I've been scrolling for 30 minutes. So, why do I have to scroll on my email? And I don't know. I don't really know how to make this better. I just get very overwhelmed by email, so I don't use it. And if I'm looking for something, I will search it. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to continue putting my stuff away, and we'll talk later tonight. Actually, it is tonight. It's almost 11 o'clock. Jeez. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. It's almost midnight, and I feel very drained. Today was just this. Because at first the day was pretty bad because I was just very bloated. And then so I was in a bad mood, and then it got better because I got some compliments from my patients. And then I got frustrated, and then it got better, and then I got frustrated, and it got better. So it was this. So, and maybe that's why I'm burnt out, worn out. I don't know. I've totally lost it, because here I'm laying on my bed. That's how you know I've lost it. So I figured we could do some journal prompts today, helping you face your past, because that's the whole point. Here, I'll show you in case you guys want to follow along. That's the whole point to why I don't like journaling, so I figured it would be exciting to talk about it. Yeah, and that's one of, I think I said this before, but I hated it when I was a music therapist, doing training. At the very, very beginning, we always had to write and reflect on our sessions. And now I think that that's very important, and it's something that should happen. for sure, but like when I was first starting and doing it, I like hated it. I was like, why do I have to think about the past? It's over. Like, move on. But the whole point, especially like when you're dealing with patient care, is reflection. Like, how can you improve for next time? So that's why I figured we'd talk about the past, because that's the whole reason why I didn't want to journal in the first place when I started my clinicals. Okay, so question number one. I think I'm supposed to answer these questions in more detail, but I'm not that type of person. So anyway, here we go. Why haven't you dealt with your past before? Because it's over. Duh. It's over. We've move on. Why do you want to deal with your past now? Reoccurring themes for sure. I mean, like, if we think about it, I did clinical training. I have how many clinical hours? It's not even funny, but like, I haven't worked with certain populations. So, I worked with a number of different populations, but I haven't worked with all of them. One in particular being gastrointestinal department. I haven't worked in that department. So like, it's gonna I'm gonna have to do clinicals again, in different departments. So that's why. and plus this, I hate journaling. So, and I'm trying something new. What don't you like about your life right now? I have lots of answers to this. I'm kind of a pessimistic type of person inside, but like optimistic outside. There's lots of things I don't like about my life, but I guess the number one would be money. I need more money. For each thing you listed that you don't like about your life, ask yourself why. Well, money, like, I don't know how many times I have to tell people this. Money rules the world. If you have money, you have power. Yes, you're not happy. Money doesn't bring happiness, but it definitely makes life a lot easier, and it brings power. Like I said, like, you don't have to, you don't have to like be under somebody. You don't have to suck up to anybody. If you come from a rich family, you don't have to do what I have to do and like work the system sometimes. And then also too, you can get help. You can hire people to help do the laundry and meal prep. And then like, if we even think about school, like, do you know how easy it would be to go to school if I had money? That's why it just makes it brings power, and it makes life easier. That's why I think it's the biggest thing on the face of the earth. What currently triggers you? Actually, graduation is a current trigger because I don't really have an answer to like, and then like, where do you see yourself in a year? That kind of question triggers me just because of all the COVID changes. This is like more recent triggers. Like, if we weren't dealing with this situation, those question like graduation would be something I'd be excited about, and where do you see yourself in a year would be something I'd be excited about. But given the situation, it triggers me. Why do these things trigger you? Because we don't know. Write down these triggers. What emotions came up? Anxiety. No, I'm sorry, that's not the right term. Fear, because it's not, let's just think about it. Where do you see yourself in a year? Well, I would like to see myself in a different house. I would like to see myself making more money. I'd like to see myself almost graduating or graduated from my master's program. And because I don't really have an answer to, and I can't put a date on it, it makes me fearful because I am a planner. Like I said, anxiety isn't the right, like, it does make me feel anxious, right? But like, anxiety wouldn't be the right word, because that's like a fear of something that's not really going to happen. So this fear, it is a possibility. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fear. It's not anxious. I don't know. Blah blah blah. What's your biggest learning lesson from the past? In regards to what? School? In regards to romantic relationships? What's a big thing I learned in the past? Oh, we can ignore that. I don't know. I actually don't know the answer to that question. Something I learned. I mean, I guess like school, like I didn't know all this finance stuff. Does that count? Oh, boundaries at work. That's something that I learned. Yeah, over the past year, like you as an employee, you can ask for boundaries and you don't have to feel ashamed for asking for these said boundaries. That's something I learned for sure. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. This would have been a good like tea time one, but what emotions come up when you think about your exes? Anger. Yeah. What things did you learn about yourself while being with your exes? Actually, each relation, not that I dated that much, but like each relationship, I learned like what I wanted. So like for example, it was like I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to say any names, but like you know, let's say person number one was very like bright-eyed, bushy-tail, very happy go lucky. Okay, so like okay, that's something I like, but like this person doesn't have good time management skills. So it was like, okay, well, we broke up. So now I want somebody who's like happy go lucky and has good time management skills. So then, like, the next person, oh, happy go lucky, has good time management skills, also has a sense of humor, but doesn't really have a job. So it's like, okay, we broke up. Next person I want. So it kind of was like a snowball effect, and I'm very happy right now, actually. He's got everything. I actually wrote down what I wanted in a partner back when I was like 20. And I was seeing somebody at the time who did not possess any of these qualities. Well, I mean, I guess actually, no, he possessed some of it, but like he didn't have a job because he was 20. You know, so that those were like some. He didn't have money yet again because he was 20. So like there were certain things that he didn't have, but it wasn't really his fault. And but now I'm with somebody who actually does have all the things I wanted when I was 20 in a partner. Isn't that funny? Okay. What childhood fear do you hold on to still that's irrelevant today? It's not irrelevant, but money. I want to be financially stable. I want both of. Actually, I don't think it's a want. I think it's a must. I think we both have to work in order to live here. What did you learn about? Wait. What did you learn that you still hold on to regarding your parents? I think my parents are great. They're not as traditional as you would think. So that's kind of good. What's your proudest moment, and how does it make you feel to write about it? Actually, my proudest moment. This is a good one, I guess, to end. My proudest moment is actually when I was in high school. And I auditioned for the advanced band on flute. And I'm not, I mean, I can say it now because it doesn't really matter, but like I was never like the best flute player. And a lot of it has to do with physiological. Like I'm small. I've always been small. I don't really have that great of a lung capacity, and that's like the whole point of flute, right? 80% of your air goes outside the instrument. I don't really have that great hand-eye coordination. We all know that I'm not very good fine motor like very, very fine motor. And for flute, most of it's on the left hand and I'm righty. So like playing flute really strengthened the right side of the brain, right? So it definitely strengthened my creativity and strengthened my ability to improvise. Even I don't like songwriting, I don't like improvisation, but like playing flute definitely opened up that side of the brain, so that way I wasn't so like math, structure, science, yeah, like, you know. So like that was good. But anyway, I wasn't really that great of a flute player elementary school, middle school, and high school, and I kind of blame it on the fact that I'm small and everybody else is bigger than me. So anyway, yeah, so I wasn't really that good, and my band director in high school is a horrible person. So anyway, so he was one of the reasons why he was a terrible person is because he didn't like care if you improved. Like if you were great like from the get-go, then you were great. But like if you weren't great from the get-go, then like you weren't great. And he didn't really like care if you improved or unimproved, decreased, because a lot of people like decreased in their skills once they found out that they weren't going to major in music in college. And then the people like me who knew that they were going to major in college got better. But like he didn't care, and that's why I think he's a horrible teacher, period, because that's not what teachers do. Like I could go on and on about how terrible of a human being he is, because he is. But we're not going to get to that. Anyway, so he yeah, so I wasn't that great, and he made it known that I wasn't great and I was never going to be great. But I ended up proving him wrong multiple occasions on flute. And yeah, one of my proudest moments was getting into like the advanced band on flute. And then I think I got into county band, and then I was the 30th best flute player in the state of Pennsylvania. And that's pretty good when you're auditioning against like 500 people and you're like in the top 50. I don't know. It's not really that great, but like at the time I thought it was pretty darn good. And then I got into college, and now I play flute, and it's great. And I've had many gigs on flute. And you know what? If I listened to that jerk, then I would have never known. I actually made money. I had paid gigs on flute, and like that would have never happened if I listened to him. So anyway, so those are a couple of proud moments, but like I don't know, I thought it was pretty good. Because as a 15, it's very hard as a 15-year-old to go against like a 45-year-old man, but I did. And that's like the moral of the story, is that like you can't tell me, like I don't really care that you're a teacher, I don't really care that you're old, I don't really care that you're a man. Like I'm going to do this, and I don't really care what you think. And if you don't give me the results that I want, then I'm just going to go and get them somewhere else. And that's exactly what happened. Like, yeah, that's why I did a lot of auditions like outside of school, and then he had to give me what I wanted, and he had to like get me, like I had to get into the advanced band, because like then everybody would have known that you were cheating / playing favorites / I'm not going to get into it. It's that time in the month, so I could like bash this person for eons. Anyway, maybe we'll do one more, okay? Because that took a strange turn. Okay, last one. What color represents healing? Actually, it's kind of like the oh, you can't really see it, but like this color, this like pink. I have this blanket here from Victoria's Secret. It's perfect. It's like pink, it's white, it's black, and that's my vibe. Like, well, black and white, gray, of course, and then pink, and a bright pink. And this blanket has like a little bit of red in it too. So and red's cool as well. But my color for this channel is
purple because purple symbolizes royalty and power. And isn't that what we're going for? That's what I'm going for, of course. Okay, so I will see you guys later. Bye!